Okay, now we have pretty much every interactable actor set up. But there's one last thing which is really important. And I'm talking about the pages that we'll collect, and this is like the main game mechanic. So let's actually start working on that. First of all, we need to import some textures for the pages. So in the game assets, we have this pages folder. I just quickly created some simple horror looking pages in Photoshop. They say like help me or escape, run, burn it, kill it, find key, look for light, don't look at it, and that's it. 8 different pages. So we will create a system that when we play the game, the page will select one of these images, and then we will have to collect every page. After collecting every page, we will burn them and we will win the game. And obviously later we will add a monster that will try to kill us before we collect every page. So as for the pages, we will create a new folder for that because we will have to create a material for every image. So let's create a new folder called pages, and inside this folder we will just bring these textures here, these images. Okay, we have 8 of them, and we don't need to do anything with these images. But we need to create materials for every single image. So right click, create material. Okay, so now we have 8 different materials and we don't even need to rename them. This naming is fine for me. However, we need to do some small changes here. So let's open up the one material, for example, because as we did with the light switch, I want these pages to be slightly visible in the dark so that we can see them from a distance, and this game will be just a little bit easier. So let's just do the same thing as we did with the light switch. So we will multiply this material with a constant 3 vector, which will be white. And now we need to multiply this value by some other value. And I think that 0.03 will work pretty good for this. So let's just plug this into emissive color right here. And that's pretty much everything we need to do for pages. But obviously we need to copy all of this and do this for all the 8 pages that we have. So connect this to emissive color, this to our RGB, save, and let's go with do the same thing with every page. Now that every material has the emissive value plugged in, there's one small change that I almost forgot about. So if we will click on this output node, we need to make sure that this material is two-sided, because if we will switch this to plane, and if we will look at it from the behind, we can't see anything. And if we will check two-sided, we can see this material from 2 different sides. And that's exactly what we want for the pages, because they will be just easier to find. So let's do this for every single material. And the last one, two-sided, save. All right, now we have every material that we will need for our BP page, for our pages. So now let's actually create the blueprint for the page. So let's close all of this, close tabs to the right, and let's close this one as well. And we will go back to main, interactable actors, and we will create a new blueprint class. It will be an actor, of course, and this will be BP underscore page.